things I've wanted since I've been like 8 years old is a full auto or at least semi-auto Nerf gun, because those are fun, right? It's really cool. And since I can build stuff now, I'm trying to work on making one, because that also sounds like fun. And I want to be able to shoot darts at like 200 miles an hour, because that's also fun. So I have a couple prototypes that I'm working on. I have my first prototype launcher. I'm working on making it mag fed. Then I'll make it where I don't have to feed it by hand. But this is how it works so far. It's nice and fast, but I can go a lot faster because, again, overkill is fun. So yeah, what I'm trying to work on now is I want this to be mag fed, so I can just set a bunch of darts up and I can just push them in by hand. And then eventually that will be all done electronically.
Can you show me what you were in CAD and then show what's in the printer?
All right. So this is the rough draft. This is kind of the shape I want. It's not exactly final. It's just, this is kind of what I want it to look like. So like this, but you know, prettier. And so this is, I'm printing this right now. This is basically like the flywheel cage. So this is where the flywheels are going to be. The dart comes in from here, comes in from the magazine, boom, goes through this, and then gets shot out the barrel. And then this is this. It's where the magazine is supposed to be, but it's not really working right now, which I got to figure out. But ideally, this should slide in like nice and smooth, so that way when I release it, it just falls out, which will make reloading much more fun, especially if I use a solenoid to pop it out. And I'm gonna be using, where is it? I'm also gonna be using this to fire, because you know, overkill is the best kind of kill. So I'll be using this to shoot it because it's massive and it's fun.
Some Euro shots.
I'm gonna try just like loosening it and see if
That'll fix it.
Why is it still getting stuck? I'm gonna try sanding this down because I think it might be this that's unhappy. And maybe taking that away will help. Yeah. So the reason why I'm working on this now is because the robots are mostly finished. So this guy's all set. All we need is to print some spares, and we gotta wait on some magnets to come. This guy is mostly set. It just decided to blow its ESC, so we're just gonna be waiting on a new one, if I can get a new one. But yeah, so most of the robots are all set, which is why I'm working on this right now, because I'm mostly just waiting on printing stuff, which I usually do the TPU overnight, just because it takes a while, so I can do whatever I want during the day. And yeah, so that's why I'm working on this right now. I think that helped actually, because it slides in, it slides here perfectly, but then it just like locks up at the top, which I guess it's fine, because then that's just like an automatic, that's like an automatic release thing. Like maybe I'll just use that to keep it in, but I don't know. I just don't know what's actually locking up. Probably don't idea, but we'll see. I can always just print another one if it's stupid. So what turns out what happened is this little part here, it collides. It's a little part that I added, and it collides with this right here, so it doesn't want to slide in. Actually, this is the wrong one. So it doesn't want to slide in properly, and so it has to like push in weird. So I'm just gonna grind this out of the way, and it should work. And then I can make it fall out properly. It works now, so that way I can have a solenoid holds this in place. And then when I want to eject it, I can just hit a button and then boom, it'll fall out, and then I can put in another one. So yeah, so we'll put the flywheel, when that's done printing, we'll put the flywheel on here, and then we get to test it and see how it works. So I pulled the print off. It turns out I've been doing things too janky, because I've been trying to do this just quick and dirty just to try to get this to work. But that clearly means everything does not fit together. So if I were to put a dart in here, load the magazine, which now decides it doesn't want to work for whatever reason, it's not lined up right. So it just doesn't quite work how it should. It's gonna come out weird. I may still test this, but yeah, so I'm just gonna redesign this part from the ground up, because this, the magwell is what I want everything to be built around anyways. So I'm going to redesign this and see if I can get this to work later tonight.